Hello, our presentation is going to be about the Affordable and Clean Energy Initiative as one of the engineering for the United Nations Sustainable Goals. Here's a quick preface about it. Our goal for this presentation is to convince both international policymakers and voters to take into consideration the potential of clean, renewable forms of energy. Not only should we be concerned with getting clean energy, but we should also consider ways to make energy both affordable and accessible to all nations of the world. Then a quick overview of the Affordable and Clean Energy United Nations goal. Energy is necessary to maintain all human activities and is deeply connected with the development of society. It started the Industrial Revolution and has since then contributed to economic growth. The demand for energy has been rising in the last years. Long term sustainable energy is an important goal of global development as it will continue to ensure that the demands are met. Clean energy alternatives such as wind power, hydroelectricity, and solar are becoming a viable choice as the risk of a power crisis becomes imminent. The Affordable and Clean Energy Initiative aspires to ensure access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy for all of us. So, our research article is called Resource Efficiency as a Guide to Clean and Affordable Energy, a case study on Trinidad and Tobago. About 50% of the world is without affordable and sustainable energy. There has been a shift from fossil fuel use to renewable energy sources in the recent years due to climate change. Approximately 82% of primary energy consumption is derived from fossil fuels, which is not sustainable. This article discusses how and why we should focus on affordable and clean energy. It also discusses a specific study on the nation of Trinidad and Tobago, where the nation wanted to reduce their emissions by 15% by 2030 using sustainable practices. So much information on the research article includes that they focused on decarbonizing the energy sector using renewable energy sources. Technological advances must be put into place across the globe at a cheap cost to make this effective. By researching key performance indicators, the study was able to draw conclusions on what route would be the most sustainable for the nation. The study found that a combined cycle is the best option for providing power to the small nation. The combined cycle would provide the nation with increased energy efficiency of up to 50% and reduced gas utilization of approximately 7.2 gigajoules per megawatt hour, accompanying 50% reduction in net life GHG emissions. The hybridization of the combined cycle technology and renewable energy technologies were shown to be the best option yet for the nation to meet the affordable and clean energy goal. So, how does this article support the United Nations Development Goal? The combined cycle plants can create energy efficiency by 50% while also reducing the utilization of gas. This means that by implementing combined cycle power plants, there will be a reduction in fossil fuel usage and an increase in the usage of more renewable forms of energy. Since this study also mentions that electricity prices are calculated to be reduced by up to 98%, the findings in this study demonstrate that not only will we be able to harness cleaner forms of energy, but also reduce the cost of said energy. Since we are finding more ways to reduce the cost of energy, we're making it more accessible and affordable than ever before. Through the hybridization of the energy sector, it is estimated that there will be an accompanying 55.4 reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. This aligns with our United Nations development goal of finding cleaner forms of energy. Electricity generation by gas gave marginally lower efficiencies, like 44 to 47%, when compared to that of a combined cycle approach of 50 to 53%. With combined cycle plants being so much more efficient, it allows for wind and solar energies to be used more reliably as sources of fuel. By using combined cycle technology, we are reducing the amount of greenhouse emissions with further support of our United Nations development goal of attaining cleaner forms of energy. So, continued version of it. This chart demonstrates the process that the researchers propose in getting cleaner and more affordable energy for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You can see the diagram here. So by using combined cycle power generation, this small country will be able to attain a reliable supply of energy. Not only does this approach reduce the use of fossil fuels, but it also welcomes in the use of renewable energy sources such as wind and solar. The Power to X process shows an efficient way that exceeds energy can be stored and thus used later, which is great. By using the approach outlined here, we as a global community will be able to achieve the goals of both clean and affordable energy. Some social and global implications would be the adoption of affordable and clean energy technologies has been necessary in addressing environmental challenges. Shifting away from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric powers offers immense benefits. By reducing greenhouse emissions and combating climate change, clean energy initiatives improve air quality, safeguard public health, and protect fragile ecosystems. Advancing affordable and clean energy sources promotes energy independence at both national and global levels. Over reliance on fossil fuels imports exposes nations to price volatility. Diversifying energy sources through clean technologies reduces dependence on foreign fossil fuels and strengthens energy security. The pursuit of affordable and clean energy demands global collaboration. Climate change and energy challenges transcend borders, demanding collective efforts to find sustainable solutions. We all have to put our contribution in it. Promoting clean energy technologies and knowledge sharing among nations fosters international partnerships. So this is a citations. We used a 2022 article called Resource Efficiency as a Guide to Clean and Affordable Energy, a case study on Trinidad and Tobago. So that was the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.